playing more games together. Ingram with the game's first shot, and it's on the money. Alexander Walker in his second year out of Virginia Tech as Ibaka connects. Adams a week ago had a triple-double against his former team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nice look inside. Alexander Walker with the basket.
Limited, perimeter jump shooting ability. How do they overcome that?
Beverly drains a three. And also Eric Bledsoe has been suffering from eye irritation. They don't know how long that's going to take. Wide open is Beverly in the corner, and the Clippers, the #1 three-point shooting team.
Great players.
Ingram takes it to the rim, count it, and a foul. What a beautiful move. A lot of people concerned about what might get said on the air that night, but thankfully we got through it okay.
I watched that game, though. Those guys, they were outstanding.
Oh, it was great. It was back in 2012, or in 2017 rather, as the 12th overall pick. Alexander Walker drains a 3 of 3 from the floor. He has 7 points tonight. Shot clock down to 4. George trying to shake Hart and swishes home a three-pointer. 43 made three-pointers. That's second in the NBA entering tonight. Adams in the paint again, showing off that footwork and taking all twos except 1-3 that Alexander Walker hit. He gets into the paint here, goes to the left hand, and he gets another basket. Zubac setting the screen for Leonard. Shot clock down to 5. Deep three from Kennard is good. Some good playoff teams just couldn't get to the conference finals. Clippers still trying to get there. Will this be the year? Morris drains a 3. That's 6 3-pointers already. Clippers by 2. Here's Paul George, 1 of 2 from the floor. Leonard is also 1 of 2 from the field, and George working on Lewis and just took him to school that time in the baseline. J.J. Redick. Hayes setting the screen for him, and Redick buries a 3. Now Redick trying to guard Paul George. Skip pass is picked off. Wow, Jackson Hayes smashes the rim. Let me think about it. That's actually not a bad idea. I hadn't thought about that before. Try to use that next time. Hayes got the rebound out to Melly. His 3 is up and good. George with the lob and the flush by Zubac.
That's what we talked about in the open. Playing for his money. He's going to be just fine. So you have a guy that can score 20-plus points a night as Batum knocks down the shot.
What the score is. What did you think, by the way, as Ingram swats it right back at Leonard about... everybody's making such a big deal out about another 3. Up a 9-point lead as the Pelicans have gone almost 6 minutes without a field goal. Paul George knocks down the 9th 3-ball for the Clippers tonight. It's Leonard. Fakes baseline, drives, and finishes against Hart. Leonard finds a cutting Zubac, who picked up the foul on the other end. Here's a cross-court pass. Paul George again. George in the corner being defended by Thornwell. They'll throw it to George with 2. George with 1. Lets it fly. Good at the gun. Paul George with a phenomenal second quarter. Clippers without a point here in the opening minute of the third. Ingram moving to his left. Strokes that one home. He was just 2 of 11 in the first half. Those big hands and almost got the steal. Alexander Walker on the step back 3. Wow, 16 points. 2 years at Virginia Tech. Was a first-round pick of Brooklyn. Was traded twice on draft night. Ingram on the step through, counted and won. Ibaka puts it on the floor and gets 2 plus a foul. Nearing the midway point of the third, the Clippers lead by 13. Alexander Walker again on target. He's got 21 as Paul George hits the deck trying to follow it up. Hart gets to the rim and scores. Leonard around the screen, gets into the lane and flushes it, and a foul called on Steven Adams. 3rd overall pick, just 19 years old. Alexander Walker, who's been doing it from the perimeter this time. That's one of the reasons why a change was made. Doc Rivers now in Philadelphia as Kennard drills a 3. That's the 14th. Marcus was a big impact player for the Clippers last year, and Markieff was for the Lakers and won the championship. George fading away. That's so sweet. The MVP discussion the entire year. Then the trade to the Clippers was hurt some last year as Lewis knocks down a 3.
On Patrick Beverly to be the guy defending Ingram, trying to get under him and disrupt him.
Hayes, tough shot, and gets the bounce.
Get stops on the defensive end. Put a couple of stops together and put yourself in position to climb all the way back.
Zubats creates some space. Reddick got the two Duke guys against each other again, and Reddick wins that battle. Ingram looking to take Beverly, put a move on him, and gets the bounce. So Brandon Ingram now at 20 points. Leonard directing traffic, finds Beverly. His corner three is on the money.
To defend Kawhi Leonard one-on-one on the perimeter.
So how much of that, Mark, is communication amongst the players on the court?
Well, it's the guy.
Bledsoe out tonight as well with eye irritation. Leonard's three is home. Shooting 43% from three-point land this season. Ingram flies to the rim and slams it. Initiating the offense, bringing it up the floor. Finds a cutting George into Adams, and it went in. I don't think it hit. Batum draws the defensive assignment against Alexander Walker. Beautiful floater.
You're Josh Hart. You can't complain. You're not going to get that call. Keep on battling defensively.
Another one for Alexander Walker. Make it 32 points. Walker Alexander. Here's Kawhi Leonard trying to answer. Does. Leonard with 28 now, his second three. Alexander Walker trying to shake George. Long two. 37 for Nikhil. George into the paint. Out to Kawhi. Gets it back to George. And the three is good. 18 threes now for the Clippers. 12, though, because of the sweet shooting of the Clippers. The #1 3-point percentage team in the NBA. But the Pelicans are not done. A 4-point opportunity. And Adams driving. Can't get it. The tip is good, but just a half second remaining. So the Clippers will go to 8-4. Meanwhile, the Pelicans have now lost 4 in a row at 4.